The state of Idaho has a constitutional amendment on the November ballot that would make it illegal for non-citizens to vote. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and the ballot measure goes to voters despite the fact that it is already illegal at the federal level for non-citizens to vote. And Idaho's constitution also states that non-citizens cannot vote. So what's behind the measure? I asked Secretary of State Phil McGrain. The Idaho Secretary of State says in a world where fear of illegal immigrants and voter fraud are being stoked into a frenzy, House Joint Resolution 5 makes sense.
Right now, elections is more in focus than it ever has been.
So I wanted to know how serious a problem this is in the GEM state. Is non-citizen voting leading to unfair elections in Idaho?
I think two votes.
Name one where that's happened.
Two votes where it's actually flipped the outcome of an election. I can't name one where one of those instances. As a county clerk, I flipped a coin on multiple instances to determine some small local races. That's how close some of these elections can be. And we want to make sure people do have confidence.
And when asked if this amendment will be closing any big loopholes or resulting in any substantial change,
it won't really change substantively our process. So already, you have to be a U.S. citizen to register to vote. This is kind of, as someone referred to it once, an exclamation point.
But how expensive is that exclamation point? Ballot measures can cost the taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars. And Dr. Justin Clardy, political science professor at NNU, says increasing any requirements to meet citizenship can sometimes have a disenfranchising effect.
Maybe extra proof of citizenship, whatever that might look like, might restrict some people's access to voting if they can't get those records for whatever reason.
But in this atmosphere of non-citizen mistrust, Dr. Clardy says you might want to ask yourself one thing.
There's a question of, is this the best use of the government's kind of efforts and the people's efforts? Are there other sort of more pressing issues that we should be worried about?
And of course, you can have your say just by voting on the November 5th ballot. In downtown Boise, I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, Idaho News 6.